Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the UK, here with you for a Friday evening crafting live. It's been a couple of weeks and I've missed you guys. Hello, hello. Let me bring my camera into view a little bit and then we will get started. So I've had a couple of weeks off because it's been the summer holidays here in the UK. I have had 2 weeks annual leave from my Stampin' Up business and a week away during that, which was rather nice considering we can't really go anywhere at the moment. We had a bit of a staycation, if you like, in this country, and we had a fun week away at Centre Parks, the whole family, so that was lovely. We had a great time. Then my husband was off for the following week and we had just a lovely week. Very busy but full of lovely summery things. So I hope that this finds you well. I have missed you though, and I've missed the crafting. It was funny to get back in my craft room, but I have missed it. Welcome to you all. Do say hello if you're here so that I can see if you're here, or if anybody comments, it would really help because then I know that you're here. And thank you for joining me. Yeah, it's just lovely to be back crafting again after a little break. So you can see what I've got on my desk. I've got this gorgeous stamp set called Delicate Dahlias from Stampin' Up. It is lovely and it's free. It's a free stamp set with the second celebration of the year, and it's fabulous. But you can see it in our celebration brochure here on page 14. And you can see lots of samples made with it as well. So if you don't have a demonstration, you don't have a catalogue, do let me know and I'll pop one in the post to you, and I'll pop you a copy of this celebration brochure too. Because if you order things from the annual or the little mini catalogue we've got at the moment, and you place a qualifying order, all the goodies in here are free. Now, most of these are stamp sets and papers and things like that are free with a £45 order. Really gorgeous things that coordinate with the other items in the other catalogue. But some of them are a little bit stepped up, and therefore you need to spend a £90 order, which this is for the Delicate Dahlias. So it's a 2-step stamp set. Hello, Sylvia. Good morning to you for your Saturday. I'm sorry it's miserable and wet there. It's kind of just dull and mild here on our Friday evening. Yeah, so this Delicate Dahlias, it's one of our distinctive stamps. So it gives a really detailed image of the different shaded areas of the petals of this flower and the other stamps in there. So I think I'm going to have a little play with this tonight. I got it today. It's the first time I've inked it up, so we're going to have fun playing with this one. And from what I have seen, although I've just had a little play, from what I have seen, there is an awful lot that you can do with this stamp set. So lots of techniques you can do with it. Lots of fun to be had. So I hope you're well, Sylvia. And anyone who's joining me, do let me know. Just give me a little thumbs up or a like or a say hello. I would love to know you're there. So I picked out some really bright colours. And I don't know if you call this a bright. It's quite dark. This one, I want to say, is Blackberry Bliss. I was looking for Rich Raspberry, but I think I actually picked out Blackberry Bliss, but that's fine. There's my Rich Raspberry on the bottom, but I'll go with what I've got. That's fine. And I have then got a, let me see, what have I got? Is this a layer of polished pink? That's quite a contrast, isn't it? But I quite like that. So that's polished pink, one of our new in colours this year. And then I've got a layer for stamping, which is our basic white card layer. And I will need one for the inside. I'm not sure if I cut one ready. Okay, so we're going to have a bit of fun stamping these dahlias. Okay, and I'll show you some tips for this stamp set. Some little tips and tricks. So I'll show you the stamp set again, so you know what I'm talking about. So you've got the outline, and then you've got the inside that fills it in for each of the images. And then you've got these lovely sentiments. Heartfelt sympathy, which is great for a sympathy card. Often find it difficult to find a good sentiment for a sympathy card. That's a nice one. You inspire me. Thank you kindly, and oh so happy for you. That's a nice one as well. So great sentiments on it. But I'll show you a trick with these stamps. So they come in here and they are, I've got most of mine out, but they're sandwiched between these pieces of plastic. But then these are the places you store them once you've opened them up. And it shows you can just stick them on there. Okay, but they come like this. So this is the outline stamp. Can you see that? I'm sorry if the light's not very good. Let me bring it in. I've got a little lamp next to me. Tell me if that helps you. Okay, so this one here, and this is the one, you can see I've been using all sorts of pinks on it today, this evening, so it's stained it a lot. It's absolutely fine, it works perfectly. Photopolymer stamps do stain once you start getting the reds and the pinks and the oranges out. Absolutely fine. But when you stamp your stamp, you might find it difficult then to line it up because there's so many petals to look at. So what I did was when I opened mine up, I decided which of the identifying petal was most obvious to me. So I found this one that overlaps at the top, and then we've got like a little gap and another one, and then another one here. And then I have identified the matching part on this stamp, and I have put a little biro mark or a little permanent marker mark here, and I put it in exactly the same place on that one, so that when I stamp them I can line them up without worrying about it. That might not be the most obvious petal for you to identify. Just look at it and think about, okay, that bit that sticks up there, I know what that is, and pop your little dot, and then you'll be able to find it on the other one. That's a little tip for you when you have stamps like that. It makes it a little bit easier. Okay, we're going to go for a bit of polished pink. I've got lots of colours out. Polished pink goes with the colour of the cardstock. I've got some old olive for the leaves. And then I have got rich raspberry, but I might just swap that up to go for Blackberry Bliss, if I can lay my hands on it. Why is it always the one that you can't see? Where are you? There you are. It's a very dark one. So we'll go for it and see what it turns out like. There we go. I haven't played with it, so I'm not sure. Right. Now, I want to line my images up so that I've got enough room to put in my petals and my leaves and everything else. So first of all, I'm going to take the outline stamp. Now, which way did I do that? Did I do it that way around? I do believe I did the outline first. I found that the easiest. So I'm going to stamp the outline of the Dahlia in polished pink. Just ink it up all the way around. I have got my dot that I've made at the top. I'm just going to go over the edge. You might find it easier to put a little foam mat underneath because the photopolymer stamps don't have any cushioning, but I think I'm okay. I think I am. I might put something under there because the middle doesn't stamp that well if you don't. But that's not bad, is it? Okay, I'm going to do that again. I'm going to come right down here because I want to leave room for my leaves. Such a gorgeous outline, isn't it? And I don't know. There we go. I'm not sure if that's in the shot. I'll move it up in a second. So there we go. Okay. Pop that to be cleaned. All right, I'm going to use the same colour ink, and I'm going to take the inside, and I will have my dot that I've made, and I'm going to keep that to the top because I know that's where I want it to be. I'm going to ink it up in polished pink, so it's the same colour, but I'm going to stamp it off to make it slightly lighter. It's quite a vibrant colour, polished pink. Yeah, I'm having trouble getting my middle there. I might just pop this little celebration brochure underneath. I don't have my foam pad to hand. Right, there we go. Let's do that again. So ink it up, stamp it off, and then I'm going to line it up. Now you can kind of hold it over the top, And you can work out if you've got it in exactly the right place. Just cast your eye all the way around the sides of your flower to check all your petals are lined up before you place it down. And then you'll be fine. And it's very forgiving anyway. And because I've stamped it off, it's just giving that lovely, delicate pink. So if you go over the edges, it doesn't matter anyway. It's meant to be kind of like that, you know, watercolour, forgiving impression, which is great. So do the same again. Before you place it down, make sure you've got it exactly lined up all the way around the outside of the flower. Kind of. And then go again. So I love it when a plan comes together. Oh, look, I've got a bit more colour on that side. That's fine. Obviously didn't stamp that side off properly. Not worried at all. Flowers aren't the same all the way around, are they? Okay, so let's do that again. So, just trying to see it. Yeah, that's definitely that bit, I think. I'm going to end up getting my head in the shot. That is that bit. Oh yeah, I was just sticking it out too far. How funny. Right, there we are. Pop it on. So, are you still with me? I hope you're still with me. There we are. So there's our flower started off. You can see why my Dahlia stamp is very pink and stained, because I've been having great fun with these pinks today. Right, now I've got the little flower in here and I have got the leaf. So now, when I played around with it, I didn't even use the leaf outline, but I'll grab it and we'll use that first. See how that turns out. And there's a tiny leaf there as well. And there'll be a tiny leaf middle somewhere. Okay. So let's put our green in. So this card is just using the outline in the same colour as the inside, and I've stamped the inside off. If that makes sense. I put that leaf there. I'm going to put another one there. And I'm going to put one just peeping up at the bottom there, like that. Put that one over there. And then comes the middle. So I haven't stamped with this. Right, let's stamp that one off as well. See what it turns out like. And then you just match it up like so. There we go. That's come out really well. I like that colour. There we go. And last one. Okay. I think we could have great fun with this Dahlia set. Lots of techniques for it. Okay, now the last thing I was going to do was use the Blackberry Bliss. Now this is a really dark colour. So I'm going to do the same again. I am going to stamp some flowers. I don't know if I should just bring that one in like that. This block is far too big for this stamp. Don't do what I do. Make sure you have the right block for your stamp, otherwise you'll end up with halos everywhere. There we go. I think that's fine. Right, let's pop that one down. And then we'll get the middle and we'll stamp it up. So beautiful. So beautiful. Now you can line this one up as well. You can kind of work out where the two petals overlap down there. and just go for it like that. Well, that's really pretty. So I can see that my two petals overlap here, so I need to make sure I've got my stamp the right way around. Go for it. Beautiful. I think this is my favourite stamp now, this little one. So sweet. Oh, I just missed that. Let's do that again. There we go. So you can just go back in if you do it a little bit wrong. It's all good. I think it's that way. Let's stamp that off. It can't be that way, can it? There we go. You could always do the same as I did, and so I'm sorry, I'm concentrating, and just mark the top of your stamp, which will make that job a little bit easier, but I've got it in the end. There we are. Lovely. Okay, loving this. If I just put my hand in ink. Okay, let's grab the elements that we've got. We're going to pop it together. So I need a little bit of glue on this one. I'm just going to use some Tombow multi-purpose adhesive. Such a good glue because it doesn't come apart. It does what you want it to, and gives you a bit of room to wriggle it around. If you don't get it quite central in the first few seconds, you can move it like that. There you are. So we've got a bank holiday weekend. It's a bank holiday weekend in the UK. We always have one at the end of August. It's my birthday weekend. It was my birthday yesterday. So thank you to all of you lovely people who sent me lots and lots of lovely birthday wishes. I was so overwhelmed. Thank you so much. That was lovely. I had a birthday. So I always celebrate my birthday on the August bank holiday weekend. I'm quite lucky like that. Okay, so now we need to put our sentiment on there. And I thought we would grab a piece of white. Now, where are you? White cardstock. I have a scrappy piece just here. I have one of the little dies from the Stitched So Sweetly die set. It's one of my favourites. You see me using it all the time. I absolutely love it. And I've taken this sentiment. It says, "Thank you kindly." And I'm going to use that one because it fits in that die perfectly. I like the Stitch So Sweetly dies because there always seems to be one to fit the sentiment that you have. Always. I don't know why that is, but it's brilliant. Thank you kindly. Let's make a great, this might make the perfect thank you card for my customer thank you cards this month. I'll have to see. Right, I need a little bit of washi tape to hold it down. And then I'm going to pop it through my Stampin cut and emboss machine, which is right next to me on my trolley here. So tell me, have you got anything nice planned for the weekend? Let me know where you're from in the comments below. Are you from the UK? Are you celebrating the bank holiday weekend, or are you from somewhere else? Do you have anything nice planned? I would love to know. Are you crafting even? Maybe you're doing a bit of art making or scrapbooking. So I have got thank you kindly. And that is going to go on there with some dimensional foam pads. Grab some of those. I've got the edge of a last bit of this sheet. I think we'll use it up. Yes. And then we can start a new one. Here we go. I don't see any comments. It may be that I don't have any comments at the moment, but it may be that I just can't see them. We have had some internet issues. We had an interesting time We were actually, last Sunday morning, our road was struck by lightning. Yeah. Hold on. Yeah. So, sorry, that was my iPad. I was just checking there. Oh, thank you, Hazel. That's very kind of you. I can see your comment now. I was just checking on my iPad next to me. Yeah, thank you for the birthday wishes. That's really kind. So I have a little gap there. I have a little gap there, but I think I'm going to put it there. That's where we're going to put our sentiment. Thank you kindly. And I'm going to grab some gems, some of the basic rhinestone gems, I think. What have I got left? Or I've also got some of the in colour, last year's in colour gems, which has, yeah, this is last year, isn't it? Which has, must be Magenta Madness. It's a bit pinker than the polished pink, but it would work. And I've got a few, lots of odd rhinestones, and I love to get them all used up. So I think we're going to go for the odd rhinestones because I think they're causing it with everything, don't they? Here's the take your pick tool. I like to use that. Yeah. So, oh, was I telling you what happened last Sunday in our road? Our road got struck by lightning, which is, we don't have a lot of extreme weather in the United Kingdom generally, not in this part of the UK anyway. So it was fairly extreme for us. So our internet has all been all about. Everything has been very out of sorts, let's put it that way. But today we've got it all sorted out. Had a bit of an interesting time. It's the most horrendous storm I've ever heard. Right, I'm just cutting out a piece of basic white cardstock to go inside the middle of my card. So my card, I like to do an A4 card. It's cut in half and scored in half. So in the UK, in our metric, that will be cut in half at 10.5 and scored at 14.8. And then these layers are just half a centimetre smaller. So this is 10 centimetres by 14.3, 9.5 by 13.8. But my inside is the same colour as is the same size as the pink one, which is 10 by 14.3, like that. So I think on the inside we should do a little bit more stamping. We will grab the polished pink and pop a little flower in. I don't know what's happened to this. I think I have a lot of water on my chamois. Something's going on over there. I better be very careful what I'm doing with it. Let's move it out of the way. Yeah, I've just got it all over my card base. That was clever. I went and washed my chamois before we started, but I think I got water everywhere. Right, let's do that one. Not really the plan, is it? Okay, and then we're going to do this one. I didn't take note of what way up I just stamped that, but I've got a feeling, oh, I don't know. See, that's the thing. If you do make a dot, take note of where you have stamped so that you know which way to stamp. Here we are. Let's line this one up. Unless I get my head in the shot, I'm not going to get it very accurate, but let's go for it. That's fine. That will do. And when that ink dries, it will look beautiful. I didn't stamp it off, did I? But that's fine. It's just slightly darker in colour. And then we'll go the same with the old olive leaf. Such a beautiful dahlia, isn't it? One. I love this stamp. It's beautiful. And so you can do your shopping and get all your goodies, and then you get this for free. It's a gorgeous stamp. They really upped their game with our celebration items, I think. So, so, so pretty. Okay, so I've got thank you kindly there. I think I'm going to put it in that way up. And then inside, what have we got? I'm just going to put thank you kindly again. So then I can use it as a thank you card. And I'll take the Blackberry Bliss. Just lining it up so I have a straight sentiment. There we go. There we go. A little bit of glue. So I'm here live every Friday at 7 o'clock. My Friday evening live. And on Facebook on Tuesday mornings at 11 over on my Facebook page at Inkstampshare. I do a Facebook Live. It's a coffee and card Facebook Live every Tuesday at 11 a.m. BST. There we are. Thank you kindly. So that's our first card using the fab Delicate Dahlias stamp set from Stampin' Up Celebration. Free stamp set. So there's that one. And then I'm going to make one more. I've got a feeling there'll be a whole host of cards we can make with this stamp set. In fact, I know there is, but I'm just going to give you 2 cards tonight. I managed to do this. Now, that's a thing to be careful of. If ever you have your Stampin' chamois, if it's wet, or if you have a baby wipe or anything, don't let it get near your cardstock because it will just leach it in. So I think it'll be fine. I'm going to let it dry. But I'm going to grab my other piece because it was an A4 cut in half. So I'm just going to score it 14.9 centimetres. So just in half really. There we are. And I have 2 pieces again. So this one will go on the front and this one will go on the inside. So they're 14.3 by 10. Okay, let's have a bit of fun with this one. I've got some pale papaya ribbon. I've got some pale papaya ink and some mango melody ink. Let's have a think about what we're going to do here. I'm just going to make sure I remember what I planned. Right, so pale papaya I think we're going with. So I need to clean that stamp very well because we don't want it to come out pink. That could be interesting. So I've got my chamois. Do you think it might be on its way out? I think it is. It has been washed and loved for a long old time. Yes, there's a lot of water going on there. There we are. So let's move this one. I am going to stamp with the pale papaya. Make sure that's... And I'm going to have my little pen mark from the top of the stamp up at the top so I know where it is. So that's lovely. The general idea that it's facing upwards. And I'm going to stamp dahlias all over this one. I'm not going to leave much room for anything else. I might get a leaf in there or a suggestion of a leaf. But that's it really. Now I do think that this dahlia would be absolutely beautiful if it was now coloured in. You could colour it in with blends. You could colour it in with a watercolour pencils or the Stampin' Right markers. Or you could do it on watercolour paper and you could emboss it and then use watercolours, which would be stunning, which I might actually do that at some point soon. I'm just going to have a bit of fun tonight. So I've done that in pale papaya. And then what I've got is I have got Mango Melody ink. And I have got a blending brush. These blending brushes, they come in a pack of 3. They're fantastic and they're so soft. And I've been using this one, but they wash up beautifully. So I'm just going to take a bit of this darker yellow, this Mango Melody ink. Just going to make sure I get some of it off so it's not so intense. And I'm going to rub it around the middle of my dahlia like that. just to give an impression of some different colour in there. So beautiful, isn't it? Just a hint, I might go back in with a pale papaya as well and blend some ink together. Like that. So easy and so pretty. I also brought out petal pink because I thought that would look beautiful as well. Don't think I need to use it though. So I'm going to just rub that off on my grid paper. Clean it. And then I'm going to go in with this one. Get a bit more of that original colour around the outside. It will be very simple to cut these flowers out as well on the foliage and build it up to make a really beautiful card or gift tag. There we are. Everyone's very quiet tonight. You're all so quiet. Sometimes my sister comes on and watches me with my little great nephew Teddy. He sometimes watches my YouTube videos. Sometimes, so I'm not sure if they're about this evening. Let's look on my iPad to see if anyone's watching. I'm not sure. Hello to everyone who is. I'm very pleased to have you here. See how that matches in the colour. Right, I've also got the ribbon. I'm not sure if I'm going to use the ribbon, but we might or might not, or I might grab a different ribbon out. Okay, so we've got that one on there. And I grabbed out the You Inspire Me. And I need a scrap of white. No, don't think that's big enough. It might be. So I'm going to do that. Oh, sorry, that's loud. Do that in Mango Melody. I don't throw it around. You can tell it's Friday. We do all the things wrong on a Friday, don't we? When we're tired, it's been a long week. There we are. So our children go back to school next week from their summer school holidays. So all normality will resume in the house. You inspire me. That's nice. I might try it just one more time. This piece of cardstock's bent. Not bent, but wavy. You inspire me. Still not very good. Right. I need a flat piece of card. It's time. Right, okay, here we go. I bet this not sticking up in the air would be good, wouldn't it? You inspire me. There we go. I know who I'm sending it to. I'm sending it to a special friend who does inspire me. She's amazing. She's been doing so much Stampin' Up. She is incredible. Yeah, I might do that. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to put another piece behind there. So let's chop off that. Okay, so that bit's going to go there. This piece is going to get slightly smaller, just so I have my little border around the outside. let's just take half a centimetre off, so I'll make that one 9.5 centimetres, and I'm 13.8 along. There we go. So that's going to go on there, and that white will just make it pop slightly. Yes, that's going to go on the inside. And then I'm not going to, I was stamping this, wasn't I? I'm going to stamp it in a different colour. So I think what we'll do before we stamp it is grab out the old olive. How long have we been stamping for? 35 minutes. That's quite a long time. So not too much longer, guys. I won't keep you for terribly long. So let's have a bit of leaf. Like that. Oh, that didn't stamp very well, did it? Can I redo it? Can I? Or am I just asking for trouble? I don't know. It's a very brave person who does that on camera, isn't it? I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. I'm going to leave that one. I can go back in with my pen. My little Stampin' Right marker will sort that out. There we are. And actually, you might not even see it once you have inked it up with this one. This is almost a coffee and card style card with lots of stamping. There we are. I think I prefer it stamped off in that green, but it's still very pretty. It gives a nice contrast to it. So we got old olive on there. As if I had any old olive ribbon. Not really. Right, okay. So I'm going to stamp the sentiment in old olive instead. You see, I like it when a plan comes together and it evolves. Sometimes it evolves on camera. And that's just the way it is. There we are. So this is a little thing that I sometimes like to do, is stamp it on a piece of cardstock and then cut it out by hand. Why not? You don't have to be super duper at cutting, honestly. Oh, I think I was going to use, did I use Mango Melody? Yeah, I did use it, didn't I? Yes. So grab your little snips. A good sharp pair of scissors are the key. Just go around your sentiment with your scissors, and instead of moving your scissors, move the cardstock up and down in the direction you want it to go. Just leave a nice little white outline. It just looks really neat. Take some of it off. Just go around. Hope for the best. And you know what? It's just paper. It's just cardstock. So if it goes wrong, not the end of the world, guys. Just cardstock. There's always another piece. There's always another side to the card or scrap that you can use. So let's go around here. Go around the Y. Ooh. There we go. Okay, let's see how this works. You inspire me. I like that. All right, let's pop this together. I think I might find some old olive. had a little visitor, my son. Completely forgot I was doing a live. And if you have a little bit of green ink in the middle of your card, like I seem to have developed right there, it doesn't matter because you're going to be covering it up with your layer. I seem to have a green ink from somewhere. I must have it all over me. Don't know where from. Because it's everywhere. I have no idea. Fingers crossed it doesn't go anywhere else. But you know what? It's handmade. There's even green ink here. Where is it coming from? I don't know. But it's okay because your card is handmade. It's not going to be completely look like it's come from a shop. And that's good because that's what you want. You want it to look like you've made it. Now I want to cover that up. You inspire me. Actually, I might bring that down there. Now, do I have a little tiny scrap of old olive? I have a lot of large pieces of old olive. Grab my scraps. You keep yours like I do. I keep all my scraps labelled in a little bag. And then it means I can go to that first. And I am going to do the same again. I'm just going to cut around it. I'm going to glue it together first to give it a little outline. And we'll see how this works. So let's pop that one on there. You inspire me. Let's go around again. This time leaving a little bit of a green layer. So it's almost like bubble writing, I suppose. You inspire me. Oh, it's stuck to me. That's not good. There we go. So that's going to go on the front of here, like so. Now, it's stuck to me, which is very annoying. Right, let's grab some dimensionals. Some dimensional foam pads. Right, I've got some of the tiny ones. I think I'll stick some of those on the back. They'll fit when it's showing. I think they will. That's the beauty of these tiny dimensionals. You can still chop them up, but you might as well get the small ones. No reason why not. You inspire me. There we go. Now, I am very gluey. I seem to have put it everywhere. Let's pop a, actually, let's go for one of these bigger ones. Ooh, there we are. Stuck to me. There we go. These are not the large ones, these are like the medium-sized basic rhinestone gems. There we go. You inspire me. So, and then we'll just pop this on the inside. I'll just do a little bit more stamping, and then we're done with the cards that we've made for this evening. So for my first play with the delicate dahlias, I'm really pleased with this. I think it's a brilliant stamp set for beginners. It's a brilliant stamp set for advanced crafters because you can just stamp your dahlias and make some simple cards like I have this evening, or you can get really into some nice ink techniques. So I've done a little bit of that with the the ink blending with a blending brush. But there's so much more you can do with, I think you could watercolor, you could emboss. I am covered in ink. I don't know where it's coming from. But you could do a lot, couldn't you, with this stamp set? So here we go. Oh, Friday night. Let's try again. 2 sides to every piece of card, isn't there? There we go. There we are. I press really hard on that side. Let's get the Mango Melody ink out. I'll just ink that up a little bit. So we've got the middle. And then I come in with the old olive and do some leaves to finish it off. There we are. Now, should we go? I better go full strength on these because that's what we did for the front. Here we go. Pop that there. And there. There we go. That's all our stamping done. Let's move some of these ink pads out of the way. Let's pop this one inside. So I've got tent fold cards this evening for a change. Get that centered on. There we go. Right, I am going to sort this grid paper out because it's quite distracting, isn't it, with all that colour on it. There we are. You inspire me. That's such a pretty, I don't know, the light's really bad. It's actually getting dark here. It's that time of the year, but you can see the dahlias. You inspire me. So that's the one with Pale Papaya and Mango Melody. We've got a Mango Melody card base. And this one is with Polished Pink and Blackberry Bliss. So 2 very different colours with 2 different effects. This one's with stamping on the inside and stamping off. And this one is just with using the blending brushes. I hope you've enjoyed me watching me play around with the Delicate Dahlia stamp set that's free with Celebration. You can find all of the products that I've used over on my online shop at katebolt.stampinup.net or at inkstampshare.ink over on my website. You can find my blog over there and loads of crafty inspiration as well. Anyway, thank you for joining me. If you join me live, I really appreciate it. And if you haven't, would you please give me a like and subscribe to my channel? I would really appreciate it, and it helps those algorithms. It helps people get notified of paper crafting videos, so that would be fantastic. And if you're watching me on replay, thank you so much, and do let me know in the comments below. Have a fantastic weekend, and I will be back on Tuesday for coffee and cards on my Facebook page at inkstampshare.ink. Thanks so much for watching. Take care now. Bye bye.